Hey guys, hi. Thank you, Christina. So my name is Ryan. Just a quick introduction on myself before I talk about the program itself. I'm Singaporean, born and bred in Singapore. I studied overseas, worked in various countries, more recently in Singapore. Um, I started out in the military, and then I moved into big corporate. So I ran M&A strategy for some of the listed companies in Singapore, and then more recently I moved into operations and recently started going a bit more early stage. So now I'm the chief operating officer of a content tech startup, seed round. It's called 1 Billion Stories. I would say that, if I put myself in your shoes, you're probably choosing between different programs. And there were, I think, three key reasons why I chose the UCLA and US program, besides the fact that you do get two great degrees from two great schools, separate degrees, as I think Dennis pointed out. I think the first is that it was modular in a way that was acceptable to me. What I mean by this is that the modules actually are 2 weeks long and they span over I think 15 months. Other programs that I looked at had 1 week every month or 1 week every 2 months. And to me, that was more disruptive from a personal as well as a work perspective. The second reason was that I felt it gave me a very good cross-cultural and cross-geographical overview of technology in both America, which is, I guess, they call it the Silicon Beach, which is UCLA, Santa Monica region, as well as Singapore. I think in particular, UCLA actually offers a global immersion program as part of the course electives that you can take. And in that global immersion program, I got to mix with people from the mainstream UCLA MBA, full-time MBA classes, and I found that additional exposure and networking to be very beneficial. And I think the third is that I got very different perspectives from a very international group of people. And I felt that it wasn't just Americans and people in the region. In my class, Intake 15, there were people from Japan, India, I think one person from South America as well. So it was a good, really good mix of networking. And when I looked at the class profile of different programs, I felt that the UCLA and US class profile was most aligned to my own personal goals. I would say application to work, there's so many, this is some of what Michael and Dan said. If you think that you need a broader academic sort of perspective on a wide range of management topics, this program obviously gives you that. For me, it was more of the different cultural perspectives and to see how different people from different verticals and different geographical backgrounds react to different scenarios, be it in the classroom, be it in a real life management practicum consulting project that you do, which is the capstone project. I felt that was very beneficial, and it allowed me to think about how I would also tailor my own behavior in a very international business environment. For example, my startup now has people from all over the world, including Egypt, and some of these perspectives were indeed very helpful. It is useful to challenge the perspectives, especially if you have come from a particular industry or a particular geography. Being exposed to that in a safe classroom-like environment, I think is maybe quite beneficial to your own development as well. Maybe I'll just talk about a last thing, which is balancing the EMBA and your general work and family. I think it's hard. I would say that one of the hardest things is not actually the work itself, but just coordinating times. Imagine coordinating times across 3 time zones. You need to do a group assignment or a project. Having said that, I think it does, the cross-cultural perspectives do make the experience very valuable. For example, for my own capstone project, we did a project for a listed company in Thailand that does food supply. So we actually traveled to the provinces of Thailand and not just Bangkok City itself, and coordinating that across different time zones and people from all, they have all different schedules is really hard. But when it did come to fruition, it was very meaningful. So it's going to be hard to balance in general, and especially you might be having some late night calls because of the time zone differences. But I do believe that it makes the experience all the more memorable and worth it. So I'd be happy to take any questions for anybody, either on this panel or you can reach out to me on LinkedIn as well.